Good day everybody, this is Tariq Sultan and welcome to another Belly Beat Belly Dance mini lesson. Today we're going to begin our figure eight sequences and we're going to start with the backward figure eight. So the first thing that we want to do before we begin, we want to make sure that our posture is properly aligned. So look at yourself sideways in the mirror. First thing you want to do is make sure that your pelvis is in proper alignment. You want your pelvis to be right underneath your rib cage and your rib cage to be right underneath your head. So all these three sections should be stacked like building blocks, one on top of the other. If you see that your pelvis is out behind your rib cage like this, then what you want to do is move your pelvis forward until it's resting right underneath your rib cage. And then the next thing you want to do is sit straight down just a little bit. Just bend your knees slightly so that you're in a soft sitting position. Okay, so now we're going to move to the operation of our hips. Our knees are relaxed, our rib cage is lifted, our pelvis is in proper alignment, and we're going to use the muscles here in our hips to just drag the body weight across from side to side. Now, it's not necessary to go all the way to your full extreme. All you want to do is just imagine your center line, your spine. You just want to go a little bit past your center point with your hips. So here we go again. The feet are close together. They're within the width of your hips. Knees are slightly relaxed. Pelvis is in the right position, and we're just going to drag the hips from right to left. Now, as you're doing this, I want you to be aware of two things. Firstly, I want you to be aware of every time you drag your hip to one side, your upper body automatically leans away from that hip. Your body does this in order to maintain balance so that you don't fall down. The second thing that I want you to be aware of is the shifting of your body weight from one foot to the other. So when we slide our hip to the right side, all of the body weight is resting on the right foot. And we can test that because if we pick one foot up, we don't fall down. So we know that all the body weight is resting on that right foot. We're going to drag the hip across now to the left side. And as you see, the upper body is automatically leaned away from the hip. And to test it, if we pick one foot up, we won't fall down. So here we go again. We're going to drag the hip to the right, drag the hip to the left, drag it across to the right, drag it across to the left, drag it across to the right, and drag it across to the left. And let's do a quick check. Let's make sure that our muscles are in correct order. We want to make sure that our pelvic floor muscles are nice and firm. The abdominal muscles are nice and firm. Rib cage is still lifted, nice and tall. Second thing we're going to do now is we're going to use our hips and we're going to turn them on diagonal lines. So we're going to start with the right side. We're going to take the right hip and we're going to twist just a little bit so that it's going towards the back wall, going behind us. So now you can see that the hip is on a diagonal line. We're going to repeat that now on the left side. We're going to take the left hip and twist back. Take the right hip and twist back. And the left hip and twist back. Now I'm going to move my arms out to the side so that you can see what's happening a little bit better. Here we go again with the right side. Right hip, twist back. Left hip, twist back. Right hip, twist to the back wall. Left hip, twist to the back wall. Twist back and twist back. Twist back and twist back. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to put these two movements together to create our backward figure eight. So, we're going to drag the hip to the right side and twist back. Drag the hip across to the left side and twist back. drag across to the right and twist back, drag across to the left and twist back. And now we've got a basic figure eight. But we want to add one more ingredient to this. This time when we do it, when we twist back, we want to kind of sit just a little bit. So we're going to be using our knees. We're just going to sit, bend the knee very slightly and sit into that twist. So here we go. We drag the hip across to the right and we sit as we twist back. And now we drag the hip across to the left. And sit and twist back, drag it to the right. Sit and twist back, drag it to the left. Sit and twist back and drag it to the right. Now, one of the biggest obstacles to learning this movement is being very enthusiastic or anticipating and kind of putting the horse before the cart. So what we're going to do is we're going to break this movement into two segments. One is the dragging the hip across to the side. Two, we twist back. 1 and 2. 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 Now, if you're learning and you're starting off, you're just figuring out how to get comfortable with this movement, take it slow, exactly like we're doing now. Break it down step by step. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Now, after you've mastered the movements and you've gotten comfortable with it, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to smooth it out. Right side and left side and right side and left side and right side and left side and right side and left side. So keep practicing, take as much time as you want. Remember, there are always going to be some movements that your body takes to very naturally. It depends on you, what that movement is. There's always going to be some movements that are a little bit challenging, and you're also going to find that it's always easier to do it on one side than it is on the other, and that's perfectly normal. So take your time. Don't rush yourself. Be kind and gentle with your body. Be patient with your body. And before you know it, you'll be mastering your backward figure eights just like a pro. So until next time, be blessed, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.